How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video we're going to be going over everything you need to know about MLB The Show 21 so far. We're going to be talking about the cover reveal, we're going to be talking about some of the brand new features, as well as the cross-platform information. We're going to go over everything, so I'm going to go ahead and get right into it, because we have quite a few things to talk about. The very first thing I wanted to mention is that we do have an updated schedule within MLB The Show 20. If you're on PlayStation 4 or 5 right now, you can pre-order the game from this home screen on the platform. I would recommend waiting on purchasing the pre-order version of MLB The Show 21 just until February 3rd, when we have more information about the collector's edition. I will be talking a little bit about that in this video as well. So the first thing I wanted to show you is the cover. Obviously the Xbox cover looks a little bit different, but this game is the first sports game that is revealed as cross-platform, which means if you own a PlayStation 4 or a PlayStation 5, you have an opportunity to match up against someone on the Xbox or the Xbox Series X. And I'll talk a little bit about that in the upcoming screenshots. But this cover looks absolutely amazing. I'm glad that they went with Fernando Tatis Jr. as the cover athlete. He is the brand new, face of baseball. He's a young talent. He's just very exciting to watch. I got an opportunity to check out a spring training game, and I actually got a chance to see Tatis go up against the Dodgers, who were the World Series champions from the previous year. So that was pretty awesome. I didn't get a chance to go to any, real games during the regular season because of everything going on, but I was fortunate enough to check him out during the spring training season. With that being said, I wanted to show you what we have so far on pre-order information. If you wanted to purchase the next-gen standard edition for the Xbox Series X or the PlayStation 5, you can for $70, $69.99. I would imagine that the collector's edition will be a little bit more expensive than the traditional $100 version that we're accustomed to seeing, because it has some extra features, and I'll talk a little bit about that. But the pre-order bonuses for the standard edition is pretty solid. If you notice there, the difference between next gen and current gen, I believe you get a few more packs. Other than that, though, it will be the same, and they are backwards compatible to where if you own a PlayStation 4, you can still play your same team and your same account on PlayStation 5, and vice versa for the Xbox and the Xbox Series X. So with that being said, I think that this is incredible. Amazing technology and amazing capabilities for the game. The next screenshot, I wanted to talk about some of the frequently asked questions, and I will also link this exact website in the comment section down below. So if you're looking for a few answers to some questions I may not have answered in this one, it will be available on this website. But for the most part, I wanted to talk about the current gen standard edition. Is there an upgrade path to the next gen? If you purchase the collector's edition of MLB The Show 21, you will receive copies for both generations, if that makes sense. And as we can see on the next question, this game will be only available on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Xbox X and S, and PlayStation 5. So with that being said, there is no copy of MLB The Show 21 for PC or Switch, but I did want to mention that because some people out there may be looking for that. The cross-platform play is amazing because you will be able to, like I mentioned earlier, go across generations. So if you have a PlayStation 4, you can transfer your team or your franchise to the PlayStation 5. It will not work cross-platform in the sense that if you're playing on PlayStation 5 and you want to transfer your Diamond Dynasty team to Xbox Series X, I do not believe that that will work out because they're two different accounts, one with Microsoft, one with Sony. With that being said, I wanted to talk a little bit about the collector's edition, because if you purchase this edition, you won't have to worry about purchasing two of the games, but this was some leaked information. Jackie Robinson might be on the cover of MLB The Show 21 for this collector's edition. I would imagine that this would be around $140 for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, and then around $120 for the PlayStation 4. And that could change. I could be completely mistaken on some of those prices. It could be the same for both consoles because you do indeed get the package of both consoles, if that makes sense. With that being said, though, there are some additional information. There's more information I wanted to talk about regarding some features, as well as some brand new features and some additional features that's appearing on the next screenshot. So here we have a brief description. Own the show, experience faster, deeper, and more intense moment-to-moment match action on the field. With a variety of game modes for all you rookie players and returning seasoned vets. This will match up with some of the dynamic difficulty that they've included in this year's game, where you have, the basic mode, then you have more of a simulation style mode, and then a competitive mode. And we see this type of thing with some other sports games in solo challenges and just single player challenges. Anyway, lead your ball player to Road to the Show and Diamond Dynasty glory. This is something that's brand new. You may be able to grind out a Road to the Show player and take him online in Diamond Dynasty. We have a brand new revamped franchise, March to October mode, and then of course, face your PlayStation friends with cross-platform technology. So if you have an Xbox, you have a chance to go up against a PlayStation member. With that being said, if you take a look at this information for a person that's trying to purchase the pre-order version of MLB The Show 21 on Xbox, there is one feature here that I wanted to explain a little bit further of what it could potentially mean. Now, we have the Xbox Live local multiplayer, 2 to 4 players. That is going to be, your head-to-head modes and maybe even co-op modes within a franchise, something like that. Online multiplayer 2 to 8, that is what I'm talking about here. That leaves me with some questions. Is this a type of mode where you have control over one player within a Diamond Dynasty game and you're playing against another 7 to 9 players on the other team? One thing I wanted to talk about with this, along with some of those other features there, is that technically we already have this feature in MLB The Show 20 on PlayStation 4. We have what's called a Home Run Derby online mode, which can consist from 2 to 8 players, I believe, and you can actually play with other players online in this way. And I don't know if that's what they're referring to, and it very well could be. I really hope that that's not the case. I hope that I'm incorrect in that sense on this screenshot, but I wanted to at least show you what I'm talking about. As you can see, you have the option to play offline in Home Run Derby and online in Home Run Derby. And hopefully this is not what they're referring to on that little snippet. We should see more information about brand new features, about brand new content, and more gameplay trailers and legend reveals along the way. But I wanted to at least get this information out there for you. So these are things to kind of keep in mind. Of course, I will have the link to the website where you can ask more questions, or they have some answers to a few questions on there. But that's really it. I mean, I'm really excited for MLB The Show 21. I'm excited to see more about some of these features, and I'm also curious, and I'm keeping an open mind with everything that we have currently revealed. Thank you all for watching. I'm College Lefty, and hopefully we'll have an amazing MLB The Show 21 season. Until next time, peace out.